The man to beat me haven't been born yet.
This is the business, and y'all ain't getting nothing for free. And if you devils play broke, then I'm taking your company. You could call it reparations or restitution. Lock and load, nigga.
What's up, folks? Woodsack Info Bros. I want you to listen to these videos. It's very serious. It could save your life. And pass it around to everyone you know. I don't think you know how, as Steve Quayle would say, I don't think you know how late the hour is. Let me just show you first. Let me show you some of the topics. China and Russia invade the USA vision. Chinese troops, 10,000 armored vehicles confirmed in Texas. Warning, America's about to be destroyed. Warning, the coming invasion is now. Martial law. Russia and China are in Canada. Russia versus USA. Are you getting the message here? You want to see some more? You getting the message? This is serious shit. I don't give a damn. Put your little football games and your sports out. Put everything, I mean everything, aside. Our fucking country needs some serious help here. In case you don't know, more than half of our troops are out of the fucking country. Who's protecting us? Motherfuckers like me. That's who's protecting us. So show a little bit of respect when you're throwing out conspiracy theory. And when you're throwing out, you know, people are crazy. Crazy is a powerful word. It isn't nice to call someone crazy unless they're actually crazy. I want you to please watch these videos. They're short. It's Henry Gruver. He's going to tell you about like visions that he's had. And don't laugh at it. I mean, we're talking about God here. We're being spiritual. I mean, this man has had incredible things happen to him. I mean, just go and look up Henry Gruver. He's not the only one by a long shot that's saying this very thing. And this is exactly what I keep telling people. And I don't think anybody knows how much bigger Russia and China is compared to us. That's why, and they know how strong we are. That's why they're gonna attack us from every fucking direction at once, with all sorts of different countries. Now, please pay attention.
There when all of a sudden in this vision I was shot up into the heavens and looking down on the earth like you would look at a satellite picture. You see it every time you see the weather. It looked somewhat similar, and I had supernatural vision. I looked down and I saw a massive military movement coming out of the Icelandic waters up above Iceland. I couldn't believe my eyes in what I saw. I saw this massive military movement coming out of this area up in here. It came down between, in the Atlantic, down between the United States and Europe. It was marine and air, as you can see the airplanes. This was my first confirmation, in a sense, from General Walker. General Walker has given me many confirmations. This was my first picture of actually that they had drawn this assault taking place. It shows also the movement coming out of Europe. These countries, the NATO command center is right in here. So you're looking at some very, very serious fronts that Russia has been building and has. This massive military movement coming down between the United States and Europe just troubled me as I'm watching it. So then I looked off across at the United States, wondering, well, if they're doing that across the Atlantic, what are they doing in the United States? That's too big to just be a maneuver. And I looked down, and as I looked across at the United States, I first saw the eastern seaboard of the Atlantic seaboard, And I looked and I saw these submarines look like they were parked right along our beaches, all the way along the East Coast. And what I mean by along the beaches is where the sands, if you fly and look down in the ocean at the clear water of the ocean, you will see the point where the beaches begin, the white sands begin to turn, and it gets darker, and you can see the edge of the beach, so to speak, or the sand that's washed back into the sea. They were parked with their hulls right at the point of where that sand was beginning to discolor and the floor of the ocean was coming through. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I mean, they were all along there. And so I looked, because at that time we lived in Portland, Oregon. So I looked off across toward Portland, Oregon. And I saw these submarines along the Pacific coast. And I began to look all the way down as I looked down in towards San Diego. There they were along our coast. And as I was looking down towards San Diego, all of a sudden I saw motion all across the United States. And these radio towers, it's like they were coming out of the ground and going up into the air, and then they were dotting their lines out like they were broadcasting. And I was made to know that they were sounding the alarm. But as they began to sound the alarm, all of a sudden the broadcasting signals went out and they sprinkled to the ground like dust. And I was totally aware, made totally aware in the vision, that the warning was not getting through. And I shouted in the heavens, and I said, "Oh no, Lord, the warning isn't getting through. They won't even know what hit them." And as I said that, all of a sudden, the first missile fired out of a submarine, and it went up, and it hit right over New York City.